रहमानिर्रहीम। एज यू ऑल नो कि हम अपनी आउटलाइन को ख़त्म कर चुके हैं और अब हम अपने सारे चैप्टर्स की रिवीजन कर रहे हैं। लास्ट टू जो हमारे लेक्चर्स थे, लास्ट 3 लेक्चर्स में मैंने चैप्टर नंबर 1 और चैप्टर नंबर 2 की रिवीजन और उसके एमसीक्यूज़ अपलोड किए थे। और आज इंशाल्लाह हम लोग चैप्टर नंबर 3 की रिवीजन करेंगे और उसके साथ इसके एमसीक्यूज़ को देखेंगे। Normally in a classroom, a teacher has to attend queries like, am I learning in the best way for me? Students sometimes think that what are my strengths and weaknesses? How am I doing? What is really making me think? How will I know if any work is good? What do I need to do improve? How am I going to make this improvement? And what are my targets? Where do I have to focus my revision? And what can I remember and understand? Teaching, learning process and assessment. It's like a cycle. When we have some goals, there are some learning goals, and for those learning goals we try to find out learning opportunities. And when we will get learning opportunities, definitely there is a mechanism who want to check us our outcomes, and that's why we are designing our assessment system. We will share our results with administration, with the mechanism, and with the teachers and with the students. And if there is any need to make some changes, then we will make some changes and we will implement for the next batch. And then this circle always move and move and move on. Basically, student in an environment have different things, they perform different tasks, and basic purpose of performing those tasks is to assess the performance of a student. We can assess the performance of a student through different instruments. So there are some instruments like checklists, like rating scales and rubrics, through which we can understand how well a student is behaving in some specific subject. Main points of this chapter is what is a rubric. Rubric normally assess student performance along a task specific set of criteria. Rubric measures performance against a predetermined criteria. It includes essential criteria for the task. Rubrics has multiple levels of performance. Why we use and what is the importance of the rubrics? Rubrics assess skills that are difficult to assess in traditional ways. It expresses what counts and what is valued in a rich descriptive form. Rubrics make the criteria for assessment transparent to learner. It clarifies how quality is defined, and sometimes it improves student performance by clarifying expectations, the assessment process, and how one can improve. Rubrics support learner self reflections practices. It reduces the time and spent evaluating student performance. It promotes high expectations, and it normally increases reliability and validity of an assessment system. Rubrics provide more clarity and objectivity than other tools such as rating scale, etc. Some characteristics of rubrics are normally learning outcomes ported. इनके ज़रिए हम अपनी लर्निंग आउटकम्स को आसानी के साथ चेक कर सकते हैं और वन बाय वन हम अपनी एक एक लर्निंग आउटकम को फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं कि उसके मुताबिक स्टूडेंट की परफॉर्मेंस क्या रहेगी. Rubrics clearly define performance to be assessed. Rubrics clear descriptive criteria for each performance level. हर performance level के against हर performance level की एक डिटेल डिस्क्रिप्शन देने के लिए हम लोग rubrics को इस्तेमाल करते हैं. Rubrics are a short way for practice the assessment system, और इसके लिए हमें इंफॉर्मेशन के लिए ज़्यादा स्पेस चाहिए. करेक्टरिस्टिक्स को डिज़ाइन करने के लिए हमें कुछ क्राइटेरियाज चाहिए. इसके लिए हम ग्रेडेशन सिस्टम को डेवलप करते हैं. रूब्रिक्स डिस्क्रिप्शंस को बनाने में हमारी हेल्प करते हैं. रूब्रिक्स इज़ द कॉन्टिन्यूटी टू असेस अ स्टूडेंट परफॉर्मेंस सिस्टम. रूब्रिक्स आर रिलायबल, वैलिड, and these are provided some models to us through which we can assess a student normally. Types of rubrics. For a particular task, do you want to be able to assess how well the student perform on each criterion, or do you want to get a more global picture of a student performance on the entire task? So there are two types of rubrics. One is holistic and other one is analytical. Holistic rubric consists of a single scale within all criteria to be considered together. A single score is assigned to a holistic rubric, and the holistic rubric instructor scores the overall process or assigned as a whole without judging component parts separately. While in analytic rubrics, normally examiner breaks the objectives into component parts and each portion is scored independently using a rating scale, and finally scores are made up of it adding each component in different parts. Now, a holistic rubric does not list separate level of performance for each criteria. A holistic rubric assigned a level of performance by assessing performance across multiple criteria as a whole. So there are some advantages and some disadvantages of holistic rubrics. Holistic rubrics emphasis on what the learner is able to demonstrate rather than what he or she cannot do. It saves time by minimizing the number of decision rater maker, can be applied consistently by trained raters, increasing the reliability. But there are some disadvantages of holistic rubrics. Does not provide specific feedback for improvement. When students work in an varying level spanning the criteria points, it can be difficult to select the single best description. So, holistic rubrics criteria cannot be weighed easily. Then there are analytic rubrics. Analytical rubrics want to assess each criterion separately, involve large number of criterion, and it has more variance across the criteria, and it need to weigh criteria differently. अब इसके जो एडवांटेजेस और डिसएडवांटेजेस हैं उसमें सबसे पहली बात तो ये कि आपको इसके फीडबैक से, जब आप किसी चीज़ एनालिटिक रूब्रिक्स यूज़ करते हैं तो उससे आपको एक स्टूडेंट की वीकनेसेस और स्ट्रेंथ्स फौरी तौर पे नज़र आ जाती हैं। और इसके अंदर चूंकि स्टूडेंट को बाकी बच्चों के साथ डिफरेंट डायमेंशन में काम करना पड़ता है, सो इसके लिए क्राइटेरिया का वेट रखना आसान होता है। इट टेक्स मोर टाइम टू क्रिएट एंड यूज़ देन अ होलिस्टिक रूब्रिक। इसको ज़्यादा इस्तेमाल किया जाता है होलिस्टिक रूब्रिक्स की निस्बत। और चूंकि होलिस्टिक रूब्रिक में हम कोऑपरेटिव रूब्रिक उसको कहते हैं, होलिस्टिक रूब्रिक को कोऑपरेटिव रूब्रिक्स कहा जाता है, क्योंकि होलिस्टिक रूब्रिक्स में स्टूडेंट्स आपस में एक दूसरे के साथ किसी किस्म का कंपटीशन लेके नहीं आते, लेकिन एनालिटिक रूब्रिक्स में स्टूडेंट्स का कंपटीशन हो जाता है जिसकी वजह से उसमें प्रॉब्लम आ जाती है। रूब्रिक्स बनाने के लिए हमें रूब्रिक्स की स्टैम्प बनाना पड़ती है, उसके अंदर हमें परफॉर्मेंस और वो ऑब्जेक्टिव्स मेजर करने के लिए ऑब्जेक्टिव्स आउटकम्स और उनकी परफॉर्मेंस को चेक करना पड़ता है। Now there are some MCQs regarding this chapter. A scoring guide used to evaluate performance a product or a project is called score, rubric, key or mark. Definitely this is rubric. A rubric contains dash parts. एक rubric के तीन हिस्से होते हैं majorly. A rubric consists of a single scale with all criteria to be considered together is called holistic rubric. Through dash rubric, each portion is scored independently using a rating scale is called analytic rubric. Disadvantages of analytic rubric is time consuming होता है ये बहुत ज़्यादा, reliability is the same as consistency of a thing. Which type of rubric assesses finishing product based on weight? So these are holistics. And frequently used tools of summative evaluation are tests. बहुत ज़्यादा जिसको हम लोग इस्तेमाल करते हैं वो हमारे टेस्ट होते हैं। थैंक यू वेरी मच।